Why Christmas is usually when royal family presents a united front. Sandringham walks. Carefully staged photographs. Traditions that signal continuity, but this year, one figure is completely absent from that picture. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor will not be at Sandringham. He did not attend King's pre-Christmas family lunch. And according to sources, he will not even be spending Christmas with his daughters. For someone who once sat at heart of royal tradition, this festive season marks his most isolated moment yet. Christmas at Sandringham has never been private. It is a ritual complete with shooting parties, long walks, and traditions that dominate news cycle from Christmas Eve through Boxing Day. It is about who is included, who is visible, and who is deliberately kept out of view. This year, the exclusion is unmistakable. Andrew and Sarah Ferguson will not be present. According to multiple insiders, this is no longer about personal relationships. It is about containment. After years of scandal, family has drawn a firm line. Andrew is not part of public royal Christmas. And there is no indication that will change. Last week made that abundantly clear. While rest of royal family gathered for King's pre-Christmas lunch at Buckingham Palace, Andrew was nowhere to be seen. Instead, photographers captured him riding alone in Windsor Great Park, wrapped against the cold, a solitary figure at a moment when everyone else was arriving together. It was a quiet image, but a powerful one. What makes this Christmas different is not just Andrew's absence from royal events, but the growing distance between him and his daughters. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie were both invited to Sandringham. The king remains fond of his nieces, and there has been a clear effort to separate them from their father's controversies. But according to reporting this week, Beatrice faced a difficult choice. She was invited to spend Christmas with her parents at Royal Lodge, expected to be their final festive season there. She was also invited to join wider family. In end, she chose neither. Instead, Beatrice is reportedly spending Christmas abroad on a skiing holiday with her husband and friends. Sources say decision was made to avoid embarrassment and to avoid being photographed alongside her father at a time when scrutiny remains intense. Eugenie appears to be navigating a similar situation. She attended the pre-Christmas family lunch at Buckingham Palace, reportedly out of appreciation for support shown to her by the King and the Prince of Wales. Her Christmas plans remain unclear, but what is notable is that neither daughter has been seen at Royal Lodge recently. Royal expert Katie Nicholl has described the family as shell-shocked. She reports that sisters remain in constant contact with their mother, but that they have deliberately kept some space from their father as situation around him continues to deteriorate. Don't go anywhere. What we're about to reveal will leave you speechless. Royal Lodge has become a symbol of Andrew's decline. He has lived there for nearly 20 years, in what was once a prestigious residence inside Windsor Great Park. This year will be his final Christmas in-house. The lease has been handed back, and preparations to leave are underway, even if process itself is slow. What stands out this year is what is missing. The familiar wreaths have not appeared on gates of Royal Lodge. The Christmas tree that usually greets visitors has not been put up. For first time since he moved in, there are no visible decorations outside property. These may sound like small details, but in royal life, symbolism matters. Insiders say Andrew is struggling with reality of packing up his life. His relationship with Sarah Ferguson, long described as unusually close despite their divorce, is said to be strained in a way it has never been before. Sarah is reportedly looking for separate accommodation, confirming their long-standing living arrangement will be coming to an end. But what does Christmas actually look like for Andrew Mountbatten Windsor this year? Royal biographer Andrew Loney believes there may still be a final gathering at Royal Lodge, a kind of farewell before doors close for good. He has said that some long-term friends have remained loyal and may visit. Others describe a far quieter picture. One royal watcher suggested Andrew is spending more time than ever watching television, largely alone, retreating inward as world around him moves on. Sarah Ferguson, by contrast, has always been resilient. For better or worse, she always finds a way. Friends imagine her attempting to inject energy into season, over-decorating, inviting guests, and refusing to let moment feel diminished. Others say she is plotting her next move. But even resilience has limits. For royal family, Christmas is about visibility and belonging. This year, message is unmistakable. Andrew is excluded, and his daughters are stepping carefully away. There is also broader context at play. Public support for monarchy remains fragile, particularly among younger generations. Polling suggests significant appetite for reform, and King is acutely aware that every image matters, including Andrew in royal Christmas, even quietly, would not be viewed as kindness. It would be seen as weakness. Stay tuned, because next chapter changes everything you thought you knew. And so this Christmas, Andrew will likely feel isolated, alone, and weighed down by recent months. No Sandringham photographs. No family walks. No family beside him. Just a large house nearing end of its chapter. Half-packed boxes piled high and the reality of being left behind by an institution that has moved on. The timing could not be more painful. Christmas is a season that makes exclusion highly visible. It is not enough to be quietly sidelined in March or July. But at Christmas, when the royal family is presented to world as a unit, absence screams. Andrew knows this. His daughters know this. And King knows this. The decision to exclude Andrew from Sandringham was not made lightly. It is a calculated choice designed to protect monarchy's image while also sending a clear message. Andrew is no longer part of public-facing family, but what about private reconciliation? Is there any chance Andrew could quietly return to royal fold in future years? Most royal watchers believe answer is no. The Epstein scandal has not faded. New reports continue to surface. Old photographs continue to circulate. And public appetite for accountability has not diminished. If anything, it has intensified. The king cannot afford to be seen as protecting his brother. Not when institution itself is under scrutiny. Not when every decision is weighed against public perception and constitutional stability. So Andrew remains in Windsor, isolated from family gathering at Sandringham, isolated from his daughters who have chosen distance over loyalty, and isolated from institution that once defined his entire identity. The full details of any royal Christmas are never entirely clear. Much remains unseen. But direction of travel could not be more obvious. This is not a temporary exclusion. This is not a cooling-off period. This is permanent. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been written out of royal Christmas story. And there is no indication he will ever be written back. So I will leave you with this. Do you think Andrew will ever quietly return to royal fold at Christmas? Or is this isolation now permanent? Let me know your thoughts, and if you are new here, make sure you subscribe for more royal stories like this. Thank you for watching.